What's good, everyone? Happy Sunday. Hopefully, y'all been having a good weekend and getting ready for tomorrow, being Monday and all. Start off the week positive in a good way, and hopefully, you don't wake up with no hangover whatsoever, or for whatever you're doing. If you've been doing some shopping, hopefully, you get a lot of things done. Are you the type of person that likes the holidays, likes Halloween, celebrates Thanksgiving, celebrates Christmas? Feliz Navidad, right? And happy holidays to everybody out there. This is something different, a video just talking about holidays, talking about Christmas, and how I see it. As a kid, as we all were a child at one point in time in our lives, right? I'm pretty sure we all had good and some bad experiences when it came around Christmas time. I mean, because Christmas is known to get presents if you behave or this or that, right? I remember waiting in lines on some sort of spots right here where I live in El Monte with a giveaway free toys, and me and my mother, I remember we used to wait in line and hopefully we get a free presents from what they have in store right there with the Santa Claus, take a picture and all that sort of things. I remember those sort of times, and I remember good times. I remember certain times when we didn't celebrate Christmas. It just, we all go through ups and downs, right? But how about yourself? Being as you remember as a child and now growing up, do you still celebrate it? Do you see it a different way? Do you tell your kids that Santa Claus is real, is fake? When it came around my daughter, I never told her that Santa Claus was not real, that this or that. One day she came from school, and I remember this because she was like, I told her something about, hey, if you don't behave, you're not going to get the present you want. And then she was like, Dad, there's no Santa Claus. And I'm like, how do you know that? You know what I mean? Don't tell your mother I told you this. She was like, nah, I have kids at school told her this, but the way she just took it and explained it to me, it was like, wow, all right. You know what I mean? That took a weight off out of my shoulders about just telling you about Santa. Not saying that miracles don't happen, but just the Santa figure in general, right? The one that brings you presents at the end of the day. Who is it? With my son, I'm going to be the same thing. I'm not going to tell him this or that. Just let his mind run wild, right? Let him have that fantasies that children should have. But as for me now as an adult and being a parent myself and experience a daughter and a son, it's like I rather my joy is to seeing them happy. I always love this time because of the weather, because it's nice and fresh, it's cool, it's good to work out, it's good to go work, do your holiday, do whatever you got to do to grind, but it's just fresh weather all day around. I understand that this is a sick weather where allergies comes to play, people getting sick, especially if you got kids, you know what I mean? Like myself going to school, kids just, germs everywhere, right? Buggers and all this sort of things. But of course, it's their kids. It's not their fault. But one way to at least eliminate sickness, at least from what I experienced, as long as you keep exercising, as long as you try to eat healthy in some sort of ways, right? You won't get sick as much. I haven't been sick in a while, thankfully. I mean, there's certain times where you feel like you're getting sick, but I haven't gotten to the certain point where I used to before, where I've gotten sick, the times where like people think like, oh, you're faking it, you don't want to do things or whatever. It's like, nah, dude, I'm sick. You swear, I'm always active. And now that you see me like this, you swear like if I'm faking it, right? I never understand that, but that's the way it is. I don't know if you guys experience that too, right? Like when you're sick and people are like, oh yeah, you over exaggerating it, but it's like, nah, I'm actually freaking sick. I don't be lazy like this, especially if you're an active person, always constantly moving and doing things. So as for me, like I'm saying, I just like it because I like to see people around me happy. I love the weather. I love the sort of time. I love to see the lights, the music. To me, even though like it may not be all good and rainbows and sunshine and stuff like that, but just the atmosphere, the miracles that could take place, right? From what we learn from movies, TV shows, and everything, anything could happen, man. But that could happen throughout any seasons, any type of holidays. But just Christmas, it's always been a certain holiday where it's like, wow, You know what I mean? It's like if you've really been grinding, doing something, good karma could come about when you least suspect it. Especially if you're thinking about your family, to put food on the plate, to give your child or your wife, a girl, your family, your madre, your padre, a good present. You know, people that live in the other part of the world, a present. Send them a little bit of money is good. You know, I necessarily don't have to get nothing. I don't want nothing. I tell people, I tell my ladies too, whoever I'm with or whatever, it's like, don't get me nothing for Christmas. I'm not expecting nothing. What I want for Christmas is just the way it is. Your honesty, your love, your companionship, and just me having been able to spend time with you. If not on this day, the next day, the day before, whatever the case may be, but let's just try to spend time together with our kids or just you and me ourselves. You know what I mean? That's all I ask, because that's my happiness. You know, the rest of my happiness is just seeing familia happy and all the sort of things. And my bad, because, dude, I just saw this in the cross of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, talking about all this holiday stuff, and I was going to bring this in the beginning of the video, but check this out. Alright, let's get into the holiday mood. I'm not trying to make this a long video, but as you can see, trying to be in the holiday spirit. Stealing is right here. What is your football team? What type of holiday hats you rock? Is it the normal red? Is it a football? Or what color? Or it doesn't matter. Or you don't even celebrate Christmas. You know what I mean? If you're atheist, all this, then whatever. You know what I mean? I don't care. Just so long as you're not the type of person that's trying to bring harm. You know what I mean? Just being negative and all this sort of things, and it doesn't really bother me. Because whatever you believe in, however you want to see how Christmas is, if it's about religion, it's about gifts, if it's about just family, just having a good time, as long as it's just positive, that's what it's about, man. Especially if you got kids, seeing them happy, seeing them grow, you know what I mean? Having their imaginations just run wild, you know, because they're kids. It's beautiful. So, like I'm saying, when it comes to you guys, do you guys celebrate Christmas? How is your Christmas looking like this year? Are you gonna be able to celebrate it? If not, keep your head up, keep positive, keep grinding. If nothing happens this year, there's always a next year. And like I'm saying, it doesn't have to be a holiday to kind of be happy in a certain way or whatever. But since this is like a holiday video, I'm just expressing and giving my opinions about this sort of holiday, being Christmas. That I'm not asking for anything. I just wish everybody to have a good time. And these are the moments when you got to enjoy it with family or whoever is around you that you love, that you cherish. And it's just to appreciate these moments, man. So, what are your wishes for this Christmas? Do you guys want something for around this Christmas time? Are you guys going to do something? Are you going to travel? I like to hear where you travel, you know what I mean? I still haven't, the only places I ever visited is Guatemala and Grand Junction, Colorado. Where else? I think that's it for the moment that I experience outside. But I love to experience this sort of holidays in other type of places. New York, Chicago, like when it snows. How is that? People from Chicago, people from New York, how is it when it snows, man? Are you guys able to like really make a snowman and make it like actually like a circle and it's all soft and shit like the way we see it on the movies? Because over here where I live, right, California, when it rains it kind of snows on the mountain. So I'll go. I only been there a few times. But that snow, think about this. I'm over here thinking like the snow is going to be all nice and smooth and all these sort of things. Nah, man. When we went in there, with me and the homies around that time, we went to go experience the snow. We got the sled and we slid down and then, dude, that was freaking ice that we hit, bro. You know what I mean? It hurted like hell. And that snowman that I always thought about, it was more like a brick man. You know what I mean? And that snow angel, hell, we couldn't even do a snow angel. We couldn't even make like a certain layer on that, you know. It's all freezing. We're like, no, the hell with all this, man. But it was a nice experience. But like I'm saying, you know, Christmas time, I love it. I was hoping for this Christmas to be something different when it came around my daughter, but I'll probably speak in another video about that. But at the end of the day, have a joyful holidays. My blessings, my love, everything to you guys. Everybody who will enjoy it, or just, you know what I mean, just trying to do good in life. And if you know who I am, you heard my music, you show my love. I mean, you showing that love and the support. I thank you. And hopefully this coming up new year will be something good, right? And be a part of this. You know what I mean? I'm trying to show more interactions. Hopefully I get more feedback, and that way I can interact back and we can make this grow. And I promise you, it'll be different than the other channels, because we're not about drama over here. It's the good and evil world. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, stay positive, stay grinding, do what you love to do, and take care of the ones that you love, and also never stop grinding and keep that positive faith, alright? A ratos.